A study was performed by looking at every model of car sold in the United States. They looked at original owner drivers that still own the same car after 15 years. Of all the cars that were owned by original owner, Toyota cars took 6 of the top 10 places. They did it by focusing on value, process improvement, and constantly improving. The Toyota production system improves their business by focusing on process improvement. I'm Jim Fitzgerald, a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt. Let's discuss a new paradigm for hospitals. Hospitals buy new stuff, not value, are not focused on patient experience, and are expensive. When a hospital makes an investment, how do you determine the value? Is it to extend life expectancy, to save babies, or to improve mothers' outcomes? Hospitals do not focus on the patient experience. In fact, patients take a beating in a hospital. They wait, and then pick up hospital infections. With the cost that hospitals charge patients, how can they remain competitive? American healthcare costs exceed European healthcare costs by 60%. National candidates are talking single-payer and Medicare for all, but don't really know what the impact is on hospitals. Hospitals must become efficient, agile, and robust. Even if a hospital is reimbursed more than Medicare rates, how much more? Changes are coming. Hospitals that don't have the ability to change will find themselves not fitting into a new system or being pushed out by more efficient hospitals. Hospitals need the ability to change no matter what the future contains. Using the focus of the Toyota production system and its tools will make your hospital agile to change quickly, robust to withstand changes, and ever-changing to march to perfection and operational excellence. A healthy hospital will focus on 1. Attaining profound knowledge of the hospital system, 2. Increasing flow through the hospital system, and 3. Drive nearly constant positive change of the system. Once your hospital is agile, it will be more able to move quickly responding to medical environment changes. When your hospital is robust, it will not swing so widely to changes. All this can be accomplished as well as a decrease in hospital operating costs through operational efficiency. If a hospital is going to move forward, guiding principles tell the way. These are the principles that Toyota uses. You'll see many things on here that can help a hospital. For instance, standardize tasks and build a culture of stopping to fix problems. People generally make about 6 mistakes a day. Hospitals constantly make mistakes because they do not standardize tasks and adhere to that standardization. That is the basis of the hospital safety program that has decreased liability insurance and litigation costs by as much as 70%. Use visual control. This is simply signage that is designed to eliminate errors. For instance, an anesthesiologist may use signage to verify they have a complete set of tools. Create continuous process flow. This means that you accelerate the flow of the patients through your hospital. No more emergency department wait of either 12, 18, 24, or even 30 hours to get a person from the emergency department entrance to a hospital room. And the final example, go and see for yourself to thoroughly understand the situation. It is important for hospital executives to walk the halls of the hospital to see for themselves their operational capabilities. Guiding principles are a rulebook to success. Every hospital should have its own guiding principles. This 4-step path may seem simple, but it is the key to a hospital's future. The first step is to define value. If you understand value, you also understand what is not valuable and are in a position to eradicate it. Mapping the value stream is possibly the best invention ever for a hospital. A value stream starts with the initiating event, such as a patient walking into the hospital, and goes through every process until the patient is situated in a hospital bed. Your hospital is full of many value streams. A hospital system contains value streams and overhead functions such as IT and HR. The value stream contains processes, and processes contain activities. Once you have mapped your value stream, it is time to improve its performance, thereby increasing the patient flow through your hospital. A robust continuous improvement program creates near constant change in a hospital management defined direction. Let's start by discussing waste or activities a patient does not want to pay for. Lean Six Sigma uses the acronym DOWNTIME to highlight waste within a hospital. This is very important, so let's look at one hospital waste example for each category of downtime. Defects, hospital-acquired infections. Overproduction. This could be ordering 50 instruments for an operation just using 30. Waiting. This is a burden on most of your patients, but could be waiting for an authorization. Non-utilized talents. Hospitals are full of bright people whose knowledge is untapped. Transportation. This could be moving a patient from one room to another. Inventory represents something you've paid for but are not using. Hospital supplies are sitting in hospital are inventory. Motion. This involves reaching for something or getting up to get something. Excess processing. I was in a hospital emergency room recently with my wife and asked by 3 different people what she was allergic to. They didn't even delineate between medical and other allergies. This is a severe case of excess processing which could lead to a defect in her documentation. Let's next discuss how you attain profound knowledge of your hospital system. The hospital contains value streams and overhead functions such as IT and HR. It makes sense for a hospital to focus on the value add processes for patients, doctors, and staff. Whether it's an emergency department or claims processing, it makes sense to start mapping your most important value streams. The value stream map gives you profound knowledge of the processes in your value stream and a holistic value stream performance. How would you improve hospital performance without profound knowledge of your processes? This example value stream represents a city's building permit process. By mapping the value stream, improvement areas become apparent. After the value stream was improved, including a pull system and flow, the value stream performance time decreased by 90%. A pull system means a hospital employee gets what they need when they need it, as opposed to a push system, which loads you up on way more than you need. Now that you have the value stream map, it is time to improve its performance. Start by selecting the processes whose improvement will have the greatest impact on value stream performance. In the case of a hospital, the increased velocity of patient flow will increase hospital throughput, decrease cost, as well as increase doctor satisfaction. Flow is the key for patients. Pull in the secret for supplies. Pull eliminates the shortage of supplies. Imagine improving at a rate of about one improvement idea per person every single month. A hospital is loaded with highly educated people. Use them to march into the future. What you see on this slide is only part of the continuous improvement solution. This part demonstrates how you focus your ideas in a particular direction. Your current condition is based on your current standard. Your goal is to move towards either a vision or a challenge which has a 2 to 3 year time frame. From the current condition, you can see what is needed to get to the knowledge border. To get from the knowledge border to the target condition takes ingenuity and management support. The movement from target condition to target condition is usually a 2 to 3 week adventure. I have not overviewed continuous improvement management nor complete improvement methodology. That is beyond this presentation. The following slide represents an innovation in emergency department design. This innovation should greatly decrease the cost of the emergency department. It's estimated that 70% of individuals that come into the emergency department do not need specialized ED services. So the goal is to separate those patients and treat them at a lower cost. Every emergency department has a 2-stage triage. The first is checking in, the second is using a physician assistant to analyze the medical needs. This design uses the first triage to separate patients that do not need the full-scale emergency room capabilities. The second emergency room is run at the lowest possible cost that meet health standards by using ED personnel. The second emergency room staff can ebb and flow medical personnel based on need. This design matches medical need with the cost of medical delivery. Next, let's review the supplier relationships. The Kanban system is a methodology that eliminates supply shortages while simultaneously minimizing supply inventory cost. Toyota manages supplies strategically. If you have a supplier that is important to you, they should be able to continuously add increased value. That could be by decreasing price or decreasing your cost of inventory. Your major suppliers are partners. Metrics 1 through 4 are all measured using your value stream map. These metrics include flow and quality. Metric 5 is your nominal patient onboarding frequency from the emergency department and surgery. The emergency department onboarding frequency changes radically during the day. However, it is important to understand the patient load characteristics. The value stream production rate represents the frequency that a patient or service passes through the value stream. By understanding these metrics, you will have a good handle on your hospital system's health. The first thing we do is start an Office of Operational Excellence. We go down parallel paths that start planning for emergency department improvement and improvement effort on 3 value streams. Next, 3 value streams are improved and the ED is modified. When finished, promote the successes. That leads to the start of continuous improvement program and in parallel putting together a patient safety program. Move on to the next 5 value streams to improve. This high-level plan is subject to change based on hospital aggressiveness. The flow of a patient through your hospital is eminently controllable. Increasing the flow of patients would accomplish 4 things. 1. Improve the patient experience. 2. Improve the doctor experience. 3. Decrease medical insurance costs. And 4. Operational excellence would start to attract patients from other hospitals. Hospital emergency departments are a catch-all for individuals that believe they need immediate medical care. Deliver the right emergency room care to the right patient at the right cost. Once you attain profound knowledge of your hospital system, select processes for improvement. As you remove non-value-adding activities from your processes, 3 things happen. 1. Value stream performance improves. 2. Cost decreases due to performing less activities. And 3. Quality increases due to performing less actions on a patient. Continuous improvement gives you the ability to quickly change hospital direction. This is an invaluable capability that allows hospitals to face an unknown future with minimized risks. Hospitals are sitting at the crux of a changing healthcare environment. Since progress takes time, the hospitals that start now will be the hospitals that win in the future. March towards operational excellence. I'm Jim Fitzgerald, a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt. Let me guide you on this journey.